the arena to be enjoyable and incident-free. If you are having an issue at any time that needs to be addressed, please text the word RAPTORS along with your issue and seat location to 55555. A member of our guest relations team will respond immediately.
God keep our...
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. With Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines, we have David Aldridge reporting. And a chance now to look at the schedule coming up for the Toronto Raptors. On Monday, they'll tip off a road trip in Miami where they'll take on the Heat. Then on Wednesday, the Golden State Warriors come into town, tipping off a homestand for them.
And for their matchup with Cleveland, that's a contest that I'll keep an eye on. That will be the 5th time they take to the floor, and they want to get off to a quick start.
And now Washington's starting group. Sarr out there with Antetokounmpo, and there's Cooper. And it's Carrington in at the 2 spot. And for Toronto, in at the forward spots, we'll see Barrett and Barnes. Then there's Dick. And it's Mobo in at the 5 down low. Here we are early in the NBA season, and teams focus on situational awareness. Doris, what have you noticed so far this season?
Yeah, Kev, these situations are really all about execution, right? Are players poised in late clock situations? First of all, do they recognize where the shot clock is? Can they adeptly and quickly read defenses? So those are some of the things I'm watching for.
And it's Cooper missing. Break. Here come the Raptors. Here's Shed. Hands it from downtown.
R.J. Barrett with excellent vision. And it's not just the vision, it's the ability to put it on time and on target. Nicely done.
A steal. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. Honor shooting their first free throw tonight.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
For Toronto, they come in off the loss to Memphis. Doris, something R.J. Barrett can do well is put stress on that defense with his three-point shooting.
Well, he's a little bit of a streaky shooter, Kevin, but it never affects his confidence. This guy just keeps coming at you and keeps believing in himself. Historically, his shooting gets better over the course of a season.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well. Boy, having a hard time making shots. Just 1 for 4 to start this game.
Barnes with it, now guarded by Cooper. The drive by Barnes. Oh, that was a strong dunk.
Showing us you want to be in the dunk contest, young sir.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam King. Toronto, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Drains the three-pointer.
When you have vision at the forward spot, it always opens up and elevates a team. Scotty Barnes passing on display.
And while we've got a moment, I'd send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
I caught up with Coach Jamal Mosley, and we talked about the problems that Giannis poses. He said, look, there's no easy way to defend Giannis. We have to be physical with him, keep him out of the paint as much as possible. But he acknowledged that even having multiple bodies on Giannis sometimes just isn't enough. Guys?
Thank you, David. And so it's Washington with it after the Raptors pick up 2, and it's Cooper missing.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
Oh, great ball movement there.
So timeout called here, the first for the Wizards. The Raptors making a switch here. Ingram's checked in. This is the list of last season's top shooters from the charity stripe. These guys were practically automatic. 4th, Grady Dick.
He was locked and loaded from the free throw line all season. Never suffered through any real lulls in that department.
Look out.
I mean, that's a rugged play.
That's straight toughness.
And Toronto has possession. 9-point game. We know, Doris, at one point, the Wizards had one of the most unique pairings in NBA history.
Think back to 1987, 1988, the year you're talking about, when the 5'3" Muggsy Bogues was a teammate of Manute Bol, who stood 7'7" tall. At the time, they were the tallest and shortest players in NBA history, with 28 inches between them. Incredible.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his first personal foul.
It's going to be...
Substitution on the court.
Rebound, Washington. So on the floor for Washington. Antetokounmpo is out there with George. Then there's Cooper. And it's Benton in at the point. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Giannis passes to Cooper. And stolen by Barnes. Pass to Walter. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Raptors.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
Ingram dishes to Barnes. Comes up empty down low. Wizards trail by 18. Pass to Benton. To the paint. Here's Cooper. Outside for George. Here's Cooper. Another shot. 5 on the clock. Tries yet again. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Jacoby Walter. The Wizards shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
Dix checked in for the Raptors. Sars checked in for Washington. Corey Kispert comes in for Delano Banton. Toronto working the ball around now. Offensive rebound.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
And taking a look here at the numbers for Ingram. Last year, getting it done. Put up about 19 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. He's been nothing short of fantastic during that stretch. Offense coming very easily for him.
And so much of it, to me, is his ability to read the floor, make the right decision, and then go right after the action he wants.
And the rejection by Giannis. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, Giannis Antetokounmpo is not one to puff out his chest and chase accolades. He said, I put the work in. That's how I get my confidence. I don't follow the media or my stats. What I know is that I put the work in, and I try to be the best version of myself. And that focus has served him well. Kevin?
It has. You know, his dedication, David, unquestioned. And we appreciate the report.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And he lobs it up toward the rim. Knocks it loose. Here's Dick, defended by Kispert. And he stays with it. Here's Shed. Off target from outside.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
Here's Cooper. Walter pulls it in.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
And we've got an injury out on the floor. Very unfortunate as always, guys. Don't like to see this.
And I'll tell you, this is the last thing you want to see.
I just feel so bad for him. What he's going through right now, you just have to hope and pray that it's not too serious.
Greg, you look at the great coaches. What are one or two of the most important qualities for success that you see?
Well, for me, Kevin, I think you got to be able to adapt tactically. I mean, that's huge, and especially in the playoffs. But most important, can you motivate and unify a locker room? That leadership quality is what really puts a coach over the top.
Washington's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's Cooper. It's hauled in by the Raptors. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies.
And guys, there's really a fine line between being aggressive and being out of control. And that one, they crossed the line.
You have got to be a low mistake team in today's NBA because once those turnovers start piling up, you're giving your opponent too many extra looks.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Barrett, wide open, he fires. Knocks down the three ball. Barrett's got 6.
A lot to like about the way they're playing right now, but still plenty of time left.
You do like that the offense is humming along. They're putting in the effort to distance themselves. Boy, it's been a struggle in this quarter, and the team needs more from him. There's no doubt.
He gets it in there. Barrett's got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Oh, Kevin, not a Petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the outs, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunnies. Pass to Ingram. Gomez with the rebound.
And one thing I liked in the first quarter was their aggressiveness to draw the contact, putting the defense on the defensive.
And it's Cooper missing.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Walter, good.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And so it's Toronto, leading by a full 31 points at the end of the quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. We'll get you back to the action after this break.